That's what the price you pay for success. If our aim is great, our obstacles are very big. We should always remember that. Without suffering, we can never get anything. That's what I always say. Bigger the pain, bigger the gain. Yes. No pain, no gain. Yes. Because you pay for that. That builds up enough strength in you. It's a sort of, there is even when you want to develop your muscles, the resistance exercise. And if you want to develop this biceps, you resist with your own other hand. And then keep slowly. If you want to resist this, resist against here. And then slowly give in. The more resistance you give, more it works. And more it becomes stronger. Is it not so? If you simply do it, you will never develop the muscles. Then they develop it. Is it not so? Exactly like that in our life. Bigger difficulties should come to make you strong. That is the nature's way of doing things. You dig a hole, put a seed and leave it there. Do you think it will grow? You have to give resistance. Cover it up. Aha, are you covering me? I'm going to come up. That's what. We need some resistance to bring our energy forward. If everything goes smooth, you spoil yourself. Hardships are part and parcel of growing. Whether it is in the case of an individual or in the case of community or a nation, same truth applies. So never give up. You will continue to have the strength if only you remember that your pursuit is the right one, honest, and because it's honest, you are getting the backing from a different source, from a higher level. That will give you enough courage also. If you depend on just your own strength, very soon you'll say, oh, I can't do any more. That's where a higher strength comes. That's where you learn to communicate with the higher. You receive from there. You can even ward off death if you have that strength. Once a devotee looked at the Lord of Death coming ferociously to catch him and take him away. The death is coming. He looked at. Death, are you coming towards me? I better warn you. Vendamada Kala Velayuda Peruman Andu Kondadanai Ariyayo Tindade Apurate Boda Arumugavan Kandakal Pamat Kolvan Chanam. That's what he says. That Vendamada Kala, hey, death, don't do this. Why? Velayuda Peruman Andugondadanne Ariyayo. Don't you know that my God has already accepted me as his beloved child? I am being protected by God. Don't you know that? Unfortunately, such news never get flashed out. So you never read these things. But I tell you, even if you had not time to read the newspaper, he has already accepted to protect me. Don't you know that? Tindade, please touch me not. Apurate Boda, get out soon. Why? If he knows that you are coming towards me, he will dispose you. Save yourself, run out. I'm just giving the very words in Tamil sung by a devotee when he faced the Lord of Death. What made him even to frighten the death? The background is, I am being protected by him. If you don't have that faith, then you shake and shiver. That's where the faith comes. It's easy to say, oh yes, I have all faith, I trust you, I believe you, I follow you. But where is the proof? How are you going to prove it? That you have faith, you are following. To make you prove that, obstacles should come. And when it comes and if you shake, then you failed. When would you want to show your strength? When there is a tough fight. Life is like that. And particularly when you really want to call yourself a devotee, then the test comes more. Why? Because you are telling everybody you are a devotee. It's time to prove it. If you don't tell, nobody worries about. You don't have to prove anything. But you pose yourself to be a great follower, a believer in God. You read any story of any saint, this is the keynote. They all have paid big price. Proved to the world that their faith is unshakable. The life of Harishchandra, for example, which made Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, just by hearing the story from his mother, he became Mahatma. He took the vow of honesty. Harishchandra was a king. His vow was not to tell a lie at any cost. There was an argument up in a different world between two saints, Vasishtha and Vishwamitra, if I remember correct. Vishwamitra is one I know positively. I don't know the name of the other one. They were in the court of the Devendra, the king of Devas. Devendra asked, is there any real honest person anywhere in these three worlds? Completely honest? Then Vasishtha stood up and said, as far as I know, there is one king by name Harishchandra. He is completely honest. Nobody can ever make him tell a lie for anything. And Vishwamitra and Vasishtha always have a little tough. Who is he to tell that? I have to defeat him. Even in Devendra's court, even among saints. So, how about Yogaville? It's natural tendencies, yes. Yeah. If Lalitananda gets up and does something, who is he to do? Why not me? I should do it. This kind of elements are there always. So Vishwamitra said, stop that nonsense. I'm going to make you a liar by making him tell a lie. I don't know. I'm not challenging, sir. As long as I know this is what. I am positive. I'm simply giving you news. If you want to go and make him tell a lie, it's up to you. Go ahead, do it. You don't do it on my behalf. Whatever it is, I'm going to do it. All right. So he came down in disguise as a gambler. And of course, in those days, the king's pastime is always gambling also, hunting and gambling. When somebody comes and, come on, let's gamble, he should not refuse. That's how Mahabharata, the whole, they lost everything by gambling. So he came, asked Harichandra to come and gamble, and he accepted it. And in the gambling, he used all the tricks, and Harichandra was losing one by one. He lost his kingdom, he lost all his wealth, he lost everything. And of course, in those days, it's a macho business, no? So, you have your wife, you can pawn your wife also. So he pawned the wife also, Chandramati, and then he lost her also. Then he pawned himself. He lost that also. Then he said, all right, don't worry, I'll give you everything back if you just tell me one lie. Harichandra said, well, I have lost everything, but I don't mind. My only precious thing is honesty. I'm not going to lose that. I cannot gamble that. He says, Nidhidandanam, Padidandanam. He gives a big list, how I lost one by one everything. But I'm not going to lose this. All right then, get out. You have no country anymore, get out. So he walked out. He had to go and work under somebody. And because he lost his wife also, the wife has to go and work somewhere else. The son also has to go with the wife, with the mother. So they're all separated. And his job was to take care of a cemetery. I think a funeral place. And the wife worked as a slave to another family. And the son also was with her. Things were going smoothly. Still he felt defeated. He said he should still give more hardship. So, as being a great Siddha, saintly, I can't use the name saint, but he's a yogi. He's a powerful Siddha. So he took the form of a snake And when the boy, the family, Allah sent the boy to collect some firewood or some grass, I think. As he was cutting grass, he was hiding behind the grass and hit him. So the boy died. Then the rest of the boys who went with him came running and told the mother, "Mother, your son, Logidasan, is dead." So she ran to the spot, found the boy. She cried for a while, and then she still had to cremate the boy. So she was carrying the boy. By the time it became evening, dark, she was taking the boy to the cremation ground. She didn't even have money or anything, so she collected a little firewood, put everything, and she was ready to set fire. At that point, this watchman, who was watching the cremation ground, came and said, "Who is that doing this? You can't do that, because this belongs to my boss. I am in charge of it. Whoever cremates a body has to pay a certain amount of money, $1.25. And the dollar goes to my boss, 25 cents comes to me. You give me that." She said, "I'm sorry, I'm a slave. I don't have any money. This is what happened to my son." They couldn't recognize each other. "And please allow me. All right, I feel sorry for you, but I can renounce even my 25 cents, but still you have to give the $1 that goes to my boss. I can't allow you that. Go and get money." She left the boy, went back, asked the master there, where she works, and he refused to give any money. "Oh, you are too expensive. I can't pay you anything. Do whatever you want." So she came back and she again started pleading. He looked at, "Hey, young lady, you say I have nothing, but I see a golden chain with a pendant around your neck. Why can't you go pawn that and get some money?" She was shocked. You know why? Chandramati was given a boon that when this golden pendant was worn on around her neck by her husband, nobody else could see it. Only the husband can see it. It is invisible to everybody, but only to the husband. She says, "My gosh, what have I done? Did I lose my chastity? An ordinary fellow who is taking care of a watchman of the cremation ground can see this?" When she started yelling and crying, he stopped. "What is that? What do you mean?" "Sir, nobody can see this except my husband. I don't know how you are able to see this." Then he said, "Who are you?" Then she said, "I am Chandramati. This boy is Logidasa." Imagine. Just imagine the situation there. They both cried, but still, "No, I am still doing my job. You have to go and get some money somewhere." At that point, Vishwamitra appeared. I said, "I can give you everything back even now. Tell me one lie." It's impossible, sir. What more there is for me to lose? I have lost everything. This is the only thing I am still having it. That's why you are still coming and begging of me. I'm not going to lose that. At that point, Vishwamitra said, "I give up. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with you. no enmity between you and me. It all happened because of my jealousy over Vasishta. I have to go back there and acknowledge my defeat. So here, have everything. Back to your business. When Mahatma Gandhi heard this story, that I am going to be one like that. That means when you really take a vow, tests are apt to come. Whatever it is. If tests don't come and if you get things the way you want, you should be even doubtful about that. Why is it coming to me without any test? Yes. If somebody is cheating me by just giving me everything I want, there is some trick behind. You should begin to suspect that. But if tough hardships come, yes, I know that, I expect that, yes, let it come. I'm going to face it. Yes. That's where you learn to become strong. Life is like that. I know everybody could have experienced a little bit of this, because it's a common, universal truth. Challenges will be there. The people who dig ore, golden ore, they bring truckloads. How much of a real gold they get out of one truckload? Maybe a grain. After cleaning and crushing and washing and filtering everything, and out of one big truckload, if you get one small grain of gold, it's fine. But the person who knows the worth of gold will not hesitate to do this, is it not so? If you say, who is going to work with the whole truckload of things just to get one grain, I don't want it, then you don't get it. But if you know the worth of it, you will never give up. I am going to crush everything, sieve everything, little by little, wash everything. I am certainly going to have that minute little gold. That's what God is trying. There is a little bit of gold in every one of us, but lot of crude, how do you call that? Ore, mass. Lot of mass surrounded. And he is working hard, crushing, rubbing, powdering. He won't do it if he knows that there's no gold. Is it not so? The fact that he is working so hard means that he knows that there is a little bit of gold. He can ultimately get it. That's what. The fact that you are in trouble, you are crushed and crumbled, is because that you seem to have a little gold and somebody is looking after that, searching after that. That little pure self, that little pure image of God in you, he wants to bring that out. But before he brings that out, he has to chip a lot. Blessed are the sufferers. Why? Ultimately, they will be saved. Life is like that. Business is like that. Our one and only business is ultimately to reveal our true gold. And you may not be able to do it all by yourself. That's why you allow another unseen hand do everything. Hardships may come and will come. Don't make faces. Smile at it. Yes, I know you're coming to help me. You're coming to clean me up. I know that.